dear students, in today's class we are going to learn about sucrose, maltose and lactose and their particular structures. Okay, so first of all we will start with the sucrose. Sucrose is a disaccharide of alpha D glucose and beta D fructose. And one thing that you have to keep in mind, here the bond is between carbon 1 with oxygen and here of carbon 2. Okay, so first what you will do, first of all you will draw the particular structure of alpha D glucose. So let's plot the alpha D glucose first of all. It's a very important thing. As you know, alpha D glucose is a 6-member ring that we have already discussed in a previous session. Okay, now one oxygen here. Okay, this is a 6-member ring, and there will be one H. It's carbon number 1, carbon number 2, carbon number 3, carbon number 4, carbon number 5. Okay, and here it's a CH2OH, which is carbon number 6. I will say one thing that please, without fail, repeat that all this structure, draw all this structure at least once. Alright, otherwise this concept will be more difficult for you. It's a alpha D glucose structure. Now we will plot beta D fructose structure. Okay, so beta D fructose structure we will plot like this. This one is a beta D fructose structure. Now what here we are going to see, we will plot the numbering like this way. Here it's carbon number 1 CH2OH. Here there will be carbon number 2. Okay, carbon number 2. Here it's a carbon number 5. Here there will be 1 OH, very good. Here there will be carbon number 1, it's 2. Here it's 3, here it's 4, here it's 5. Okay, very good. And there will be CH2OH, it's carbon number 6. Now on third carbon there is 1 OH, 1 H, and on fourth carbon 1 H, 1 OH. Now what you will do, you will form the bond between carbon number 1. You will form the bond between carbon number 1, that means particular this carbon of alpha D glucose, and carbon number 2 of beta D fructose. So it means this one. So how we will make the bond? It's a very interesting topic. Please see it very carefully. Here what you have to take between this one H and OH, so H2O is removed. Okay, H2O is removed, so minus H2O, and there is a link formation. Something like this. There is a link formation which is something like this. Okay, all other bonds are as it is. All other bonds are unaffected and as it is. So this particular linkage is known as a glycosidic. This one is known as a glycosidic linkage. This one is known as a glycosidic linkage. So by this way you can form sucrose molecule, and sucrose is an example of non-reducing sugar, because as you already know, on fructose, on second carbon, carbonyl group is present, and on glucose, on first carbon, carbonyl group is present. and both are linked via glycoxidic linkage, so no free carbonyl group is present. No free carbonyl group is present. So that's why it's known as a non-reducing sugar, because it cannot reduce Tollens reagent or it cannot reduce Fehling reagent. I'm sure you understand this particular one. Alright, now the next one is about maltose. Second case is of maltose. Now in a maltose, as we already discussed, alpha D glucose and alpha D glucose and they linked via C1 of this glucose to C4 of this glucose. Alright, and you have to remember one thing on alpha D glucose. At carbon number 1, carbonyl group was there. Carbonyl group is there. Okay, so for this particular carbonyl group is used, and for particular this glucose, C1 is free. That shows that carbonyl group is still free. Carbonyl carbon is still free. If it is still free, then it is considered as a reducing sugar. It's considered as a reducing sugar. This one is known as a reducing sugar. Okay, now how to make a bond? So let's check out first of all the structure of alpha D glucose. So we will plot alpha D glucose again. Okay, here there will be oxygen. Alright, now carbon number 1, carbon number 2, carbon number 3, carbon number 4, carbon number 5, it's a CH2OH, which is carbon number 6. Okay, now here on the first carbon there will be H, here it's OH, on second carbon there is H, here it's OH, on third carbon OH, and here it's a H. On fourth carbon there is OH, there is H, and CH2OH there will be H. Now second structure, how to plot the second structure? As reverse structure you will plot this one. Okay, now you will plot the reverse structure here. So this one is a reverse structure. Okay, now just watch out it very clearly. Okay, this one is a carbon number 4, this one is a carbon number 1, this one is a H, here it's OH, here it's H, here it's OH, it's OH, H, here OH, and there will be H, and CH2 OH and H. Okay, so by this way here the OH and H is taken out. So there will be link between them, glycoxidic linkage. Okay, there will be glycoxidic linkage. This one is a glycoxidic linkage. So by this way you can form maltose molecule, and by the same technique dear students, you can form lactose molecule. Here it's a reducing sugar, and by the same method, by the same techniques, you can plot lactose structure. Okay, now in lactose structure what you have to remember, you have to take beta D galactose and beta D glucose, beta D galactose plus beta D glucose. So structure will be something like this. Here it's a 6-member ring. So first of all we'll plot the 6-member ring here. Okay, there will be bonds. Here there is a CH2OH, there will be H, here it's a OHH, 1 OHH, here there will be HOH, and here H, here there is a OH. Okay, now it's a structure of beta D galactose. It's the same as glucose, exactly. It's the same as a glucose. And now structure of glucose. Okay, so see, it's a very easy structure. Now once you will master this structure or the pattern of the structure, then you can plot all the bonds very fast without making error. Okay, so try to clear out the concept first of all. Now what you will do here, you will taken out this H2O is exactly taken out, and glycosidic bond via oxygen is formed. Okay, so by this way lactose is formed. Again, it's a reducing sugar. It's a reducing sugar because first carbon is already free, linkages between C1 to C4, and first carbon of glucose is carbonyl carbon, and which is free, so it's a reducing sugar. It's reducing sugar. I'm sure you understand today's lecture very clearly. So don't forget to revise this all this structure, at least plot all the structure for 5 to 10 times. Okay, thank you.